As a sophomore, a 10th grade student, he was actually, I don't think, even behind in credits. Everybody thinks you got to be behind in credits to be here. Not necessarily. And he came here by choice, which not everybody does. And so he and his family, though, were looking for a small, caring environment where he would flourish. And in his mom's words, he's done that here. He consistently moved towards graduation each of the grading periods that he was here. He was active in a wide variety of school activities, including the blood drive, working with the football team, serving in the cafeteria at lunch, you name it. But to top all those things that he did, he's one of the kindest, gentlest young men that you'll ever get to know. And so with that, Ricky, brighten our day. Congratulations. It's all yours.
I'm not sure what to say. I can say I'm proud to be here. I can say I'm proud that everyone came to celebrate my class. I never really thought of myself as that great. I can't say I am better than anyone else here. I can't say that. I'm just surprised, really. Thank you. Blatantly nervous. I think I should get to my speech. But first, I would like to say hello to Mrs. Marie. Thank you for being here. Thank you, the staff, for being here. Thank you. Just thank you. So, good morning, honored guests. Thank you for being here. The administration, teachers, family, and friends. And of course, as I've said already, you guys, the class of 2015. Welcome to the commencement ceremony, as I'm probably butchering it. We made it. We are here together, and we are here to be proud as this class of 2015. My name is Ricardo Irizarry, as my great principal has already stated. I am this year's valedictorian, and again, I'm honored to be here. A big part of our success belongs to all of you, so thank you. When I think about my school life, I have to say I didn't really like it in my earlier years. Everything was hard, and it was only when I met Mrs. Narani in 5th grade that things began to change. My life would have been very different and very, very difficult without her. Things got even better when I came to Murray High, because this was the only place that offered me the support and steady environment I needed to succeed. There are great advantages to being in a small high school. The smaller class sizes, and the additional attention you can get from the teachers. When I came here, I was apprehensive and confused, but I was pleasantly surprised to find out how kind and welcoming everyone was. I got to know my teachers, and they got to know me. I was happy to find out how they cared and actually wanted to help me and my fellow students. I also made friends faster than I would have thought. They sort of just grabbed me into their groups, and from there, I had people to talk to. I mentioned before I was surprised at how friendly everyone at Murray was, and I really mean everyone here. Not only the teachers, but the support staff as well. For example, Miss Maria, our amazing lunch lady, kind of adopted me. And there she is. Thank you again. So, a few years from now, I will look back and remember my life-changing school experience here at Murray High. I will remember Wendy. I will remember Mr. Conklin, intimidating at first, but if given the chance, he will push you to your best potential. Mrs. Collins, our PE teacher, always motivating you to push harder and break your limit, especially during run days. Miss Morrison, our sailor mathematician, an all-around fun person to be with. Mrs. Gordon, a very understanding and willing to give you advice in writing assignments, and always with a great sense of humor. Mr. Rao, the ever joke-making math teacher that will give you weak sauce if you don't do your work. Or say that your math problem has gone all catawampus when you make a mistake. It's a light-hearted jab at the student to let them know that they have made a mistake, but they can fix it. Mr. Sonaris, the only person I know who would willingly give a speech. When he talks, he's never really serious. He is very approachable and willing to help you if you ask. Oh, and stay away from his toffee. Just saying. Mrs. Pace Skinner, a steady rock for many students. She would counter a witty remark with one of her own and get a laugh out of the entire class. Mrs. Clark, our most creative teacher, we were lucky to have you during your last year here at Murray. Mr. Heyman, Mr. Noonan, Mr. Deus, Mr. Franzik, Mr. Marta, always steady and strong presences willing to help you succeed. And what about the people at the office? Mr. Hoover, our greatest supporter, he's always got your back no matter what. Miss Barr, so calm and patient and always there for you. And Miss Templin, always available to fix your schedule and your life if you go talk to her. And what of Miss Cecilia, always taking care of our campus? And speaking about our campus, we may have never felt safer than with Mr. Henry, aka Coach. To my class, I say, many of you cannot wait for this ceremony to end. You cannot wait to move on and get on with your lives. But whenever you think back to your high school years, or whenever you celebrate another big milestone, another accomplishment in your life or career, stop and take a moment to feel grateful for the people that got you there, the ones that guided those first steps into a world of possibilities, the people at Murray High. And for those that stay behind, I tell you, do not give up. Even if today you feel overwhelmed by the work ahead, or confused and conflicted, don't give up. Because Murray High will never, never give up on you. With that said, I would like to end this with a quote from Steve Jobs. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Thank you.
Well done, Ricky. Thank you very much. At this time, Mrs. Clark will be coming up with our keynote address. And yes, after 40 years of dedicated service to students and adults, we're going to be missing you this next year. Thank you for all your time serving the kids here at Murray.